Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Women's NCAA Division I basketball action tonight on Podcast 'em Down.
Hail Metal Nation, it is I, Tim, for a third time this week. Holy shit, this is the first time we've ever done 3 in a week. You just heard Matt. And as this is, in fact, the third episode this week, you are well acquainted with both me and Matt. But joining us today is also Doug, who you should also know very well because our fans are very loyal. Hi, Doug. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm skipping the bands. We got shit to do.
Yeah, we got shit to do. I would also like to announce that because Doug is here, Metal Dave will not be participating in this round of brackets. So we'll put Metal Dave to bed.
Oh, and I just want to state for the record that while Dave apparently gets a guaranteed paycheck, I only collect a check when I'm on the air.
Yeah. And honestly, Doug, that's why you're the listener's favorite. Because you're in it for the passion, not just the money. The millions and millions of podcast them dollars.
Well,
that's what we're paid in, of course.
Maybe this is a different episode, but who would be on each bill?
Well, I mean, clearly Doug is our U.S. Grant, so he's on the 50.
Dave is on the $1 coin.
Yeah, Dave is George Washington or Sacagawea or whatever president of the week it is. I think as I would like to be Ben Franklin because I think I'm the portliest and the drunkest, but I admit that's you know.
Hang on. Who has the most syphilis? That's who gets to be Ben Franklin.
Well, again, probably me, but I'm just going out on a limb here.
All right, so we are here.
I think Mike is the 20 because he's the most opinionated and controversial. Which makes do you want to be Hamilton or Lincoln?
Those are both good choices.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been told I look like Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh yeah, okay, so you're Hamilton.
So I got to be Hamilton.
I can actually see that. I can see that.
Yeah. I've also been told I look like John Petrucci. And I feel like I have a lot of practice to go to match the talent of either of those guys. So anyway, we are continuing our free service to our listeners where in the last 2 episodes, we've filled out the completely accurate, objective metal bracket, which is guaranteed to win any office pool, assuming there is no conspiracy against the metal fans of this great nation, Metal Nation. We never defined Metal Nation, but if you're listening, you are part of Metal Nation.
Anyway,
it's kind of a given.
So, we would be remiss if we did not do the same thing for the Women's March Madness NCAA bracket for 2022, bracket of steel. So, and I'm going to say this up front. This is only going to take 1 episode, not because we're going to go quickly or gloss over anything, but it's because a lot of these teams we've already discussed.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
We don't need to go back and talk about the Wildcats. Yeah, that Wildcats. We don't need to do that.
Don't worry. There's a lot of Wildcats in this one too. So
yeah, and the Buckeyes are still dumb. So
yeah,
you know, we can just we can gloss over most of this unless Doug has anything to add. And by most, I just mean the teams we've already addressed.
Correct.
Don't get me started on Columbus.
Wait for it.
So
I also
go ahead.
I also think we need to talk a lot about teams and whether or not they put a patronizing lady in front of the names of their teams, because some of them still do that. So I think that's going to be an interesting conversation when we get to one too.
You add the women. Do I have access to the new bracket?
I shared it with that one email address. So you should.
There it is. There it is. Yes.
Yeah.
He's talking about the email address.
The email address,
which we should probably give out so everyone can send us PayPal money directly.
Oh, that's a great.
Or you could just join our Patreon link in the description.
Oh yeah, because the paywall is coming.
It is. I forgot what was behind the paywall. The pre-show.
Pre-show. There's a bunch of stuff. I'll have to re-listen to that episode.
All right,
that's
and
where you get the memory beta stuff.
Oh yeah. Podcast them down beta. All the podcast them down fan authorized licensed fanfic.
That's right.
like the classic episode Doug's Day.
Ooh, I just noticed the typo that you are not allowed to fix.
Uh-oh.
It's on the right side.
It's on the right side. This is gonna be fun.
It's an 11 seed. Do you see it yet?
No. Oh wait. Oh, I see it now.
There you go. I also wanted to close the loop on something from the men's March Madness bracket. I saved something about Boilermakers and then never got back around to it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
All right. So Boilermakers, the beer cocktail, as they're known, is whiskey and beer. And the two ways to do it are to drink the whiskey and then drink the beer, or you drop the whiskey in the beer and then drink it that way. And I just wanted to call out drinking the whiskey and then drinking the beer as bullshit. That's not a cocktail. That's just drinking.
That's just being an alcoholic.
Yeah. So, and I was gonna pick up some whiskey today and have a Boilermaker.
Oh,
but,
that would be great.
Well, I didn't. So instead, I'm just gonna have this Sprite followed by this beer, and I will demonstrate what it looks like when you just drink. There you go. That's drinking. That's not a Boilermaker.
Right there.
All right.
That is perfect.
Well, now that's out of the way.
Now that that's out of the way, let's get started. So just like the men's tournament, the women's tournament begins with the insipid play some games to figure out who gets to play some games.
I thought it didn't. That's fucking stupid.
No, it does. It does.
Oh, I see.
Do I ever need access to the spreadsheet?
It might help.
Yeah, it might help. It might help here. There you go. So,
for our new listeners, we are a very spreadsheet-based, factually supported podcast, and that's why.
And that is a good point that we should give some background, because I'm sure a lot of sports fans and gambling enthusiasts are listening to this podcast possibly for the first time, since we are providing them with objective, infallible brackets that are guaranteed to win unless some sort of foul play occurs, at which point we've already established the nude protest, game disruption, correction to when shit goes down. I'm not saying shit's going to go down, but if shit does go down, and that applies both to the ladies' matches and the men's matches.
Yes.
So, keep that in mind.
And Doug, you don't have to edit this at all, because we're just gonna vote.
Yeah.
Objectively, and then fill out our whole bracket, and then we're done.
All right, so let's get started. So our first four matchup.
Oh, fuck. I already forgot about it. It's so dumb. I hate it.
Is DC's own Howard University Bison versus Texas's own University of the Incarnate Word Cardinals.
All right, so out of those two, Howard would not show up in a death metal band name, but Incarnate would.
Incarnate would. That's true.
Is it Incarnate or Incarnate?
Incarnate.
Well, either way, my vote is Howard, obviously.
All right. Okay. All right. I mean, some people call me the DC boy. So, just for that.
Who calls you this?
I call myself the DC boy occasionally. I'm also pushing strongly for Howard. I feel like there are other better Cardinal related teams. I also feel like, as someone who went to a Catholic institution of higher education with a mascot called the Cardinals, it's a cheap cop-out. You could be the Saints, you could be the Friars, you could be the Bishops. So that's just lame. So Howard for me as well.
I'm also Howard. Wait, which Catholic university did you go to with a Cardinal?
I went to the Catholic University of America.
Oh,
Doug.
I went to Calvert Hall, and we were also Cardinals.
Yeah, see, isn't this bullshit? Get another freaking mascot name, guys.
You know what? That's another point to the Providence Friars.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so glad they're gonna win the whole tournament.
That's right. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Not a guarantee. Next, we have the Dayton Flyers. This is versus the DePaul Blue Demons.
Oh,
yeah. What you know about that?
Blue Demons all the way.
Now, I would say that I like the Dayton Flyers logo.
Okay, so here's my problem. I don't. I was waiting to complain about this. So NCAA.com has, if you go to the men's bracket, you can click on the team in the bracket. That was the sound of me clicking. And they have this big old fucking thing where it shows you the mascot or the team name and their logo. And if you go to the women's bracket, it's like oddly slightly different. And if you click on it, it auto loads a video.
Yeah.
That's like the same thing every time. What are you doing?
It's almost like there's some bullshit disparity between these two tournaments.
Right. And I have less information available to me, unfortunately.
Oh man. Well, here, let me put something in the chat for you, because I'm using this, and I think this is actually quite good. Because unlike the NCAAs themselves, ESPN.com has its shit together. I know that people want to find out about the women's teams just as much as the men's teams. So I would say that even though the Dayton Flyers have a flying D, which kind of looks cool, the DePaul Blue Demons, I mean, that's a better blue demonic logo than Duke. It has fucking red glowing eyes. It's amazing. I love it.
I'm trying to find the fucking thing again.
Dead air.
Oh yeah, you beat me to it.
Dead air.
There it is. I also like that sound is cut off a little bit.
Dead air.
Yeah.
Dead air.
Yeah. I'm keeping it that way.
I feel like it looks too much like the Tennessee Titans logo or something. It is very good though, just from a distance. Yeah. They get my vote as well.
I can see that too. Yeah.
Dayton is more metal though than the entire state of Georgia.
Yeah, that is true.
But I've committed to the Blue Devils.
Blue Devils. Blue Demons.
Blue Demon Devils.
So is that the pick? All right, DePaul it is. Next, we have two favorites. We have our old buddies Longwood that we talked about last time. The Longwood Lancers.
They got like a knight aesthetic. There's a horse and a lance.
And we also have the Mount St. Mary's Buccaneers. Oh no, sorry, Mountaineers.
All right, where is Mount St. Mary's? Is it where I think it is?
I believe it's in Emmitsburg, Maryland. I think it's that Mount St. Mary's.
The one that like 1,000 people go to?
The one that 1,000 people go to. And 30 of those people are apparently awesome at fucking basketball.
Against the Lancers. See, I like the Lancers, but mountaineering is metal as fuck. There's coldness and equipment and peril. I'm going Mountaineers.
I mean, I do like Lancers though, but I feel like Longwood is inappropriate in the women's tournament. Number one. And you know, I like Emmitsburg. It's a beautiful mountain town. I like the fact that their logo is just a picture of a mountain. The Mount. I mean, I like that. I'm all for Mount St. Mary's.
That's two. We don't even need Doug's input.
But we but we still get, I mean, we've gotten used to asking Dave the coin.
That's fair.
I'll go with Mountain Years. That's nice. Metal.
All
and
right.
I'm a homer, so.
Known homer. Doug. All right, so now we have our last matchup that includes a hilarious misspelling. So we have Missouri State versus Florida State. Florida State, I believe, is the Gators.
Shit, did I close? I keep closing the the thing that says what all the teams are. All right, here we are.
So Florida Gators, Missouri State. I don't know, some Missouri State is the Lady Bears.
All right, so are we down on if they just throw a lady in front of their team name?
I mean, I am.
Was I too fast on the buzzer? Do we need to discuss this?
I mean, first of all, I believe a lady bear is called a sow.
Yeah, I think it's contextual, but for this one, it's definitely a negative.
Yeah, are they
Gators?
Are they honoring the team by adding lady in front of it, or are they separating them? These aren't the Bears.
Just so you know, just so it's clear, you're not seeing the men's team. You're seeing the ladies.
Right. Like, is that what's going on here?
Yeah. I mean, I feel personally, whenever you have, you know, a qualifier in front of your team mascot, it's a little hinky.
Florida State, by the way, is the Seminoles. So,
sorry, it's Florida State, not Florida. My bad. They'll come up later. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess I'm going with the Lady Bears, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I feel like, especially if they're the Seminoles. I mean, I just like the misspelling Missouri. But maybe I'm gonna let Doug persuade me either way here.
All right, so this is the it's the Lady Bears.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I'm looking now at the Blue Demons logo. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude, right?
They could have switched up the logo and made it a lady demon. That would have been awesome.
The Blue Demonesses?
No, just call them the Blue Demons.
Blue Demons, but I have a lady demon.
But, you know, like, drop the goatee.
Yeah, yeah. You know, that's a good point. That's a good point, too. All right. So that's our first four. And now, so last time we were talking about the weird geography of the men's tournament.
Oh God, yeah,
Well,
I saw this.
luckily, the women's tournament is much more straightforward. So we're going to go in the cardinal direction of Greensboro and start from the top. And so now, because of our selections, we have the South Carolina, mentioned in the last episode, Gamecocks.
Which we insisted should be the game hens.
Yeah, should be the Game Hens. And certainly not the Lady Gamecocks, as I believe they're often referred to, or at least were in the past, versus the Howard University Bison.
I'm gonna say the Bison have been fueled by their win, just squeaking in, and the Gamecocks are gonna be upset because they all know they should be the Game Hens. So I'm going Bison, Howard Bison.
All right, so I'm gonna have the exact opposite logic here.
And people in DC are more formidable than those softies from South Carolina.
I mean, that's true as well. But I feel like when you're a woman on a basketball team named the Gamecocks, you have to ball extra hard because you have that stigma literally on your back and on your front. And because of that, I think the Gamecocks are going to pull it out and win, being a number 1 seed and Howard being 16 seed.
And having to win the first four.
And having already played.
I'm going to be consistent. So as a homer, I'm going to go with Howard.
Oh, my God.
Point out that the Bison's logo type is very metal looking.
It is. It's an angry fucking looking bison.
That's a great pull. And that is 100% correct. That is a beautiful logo. That's a beautiful bison. And that is our first of what is sure to be many upsets in yet another unprecedented tournament. 2022 will be known as the tournament of tournaments. In both brackets.
I'm getting a jump on the next one.
Okay, I'll go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so it's Miami, Florida versus South Florida. So I guess one of them is going next door. And that would be the Miami Hurricanes against the South Florida Bulls. Yeah, exactly. So Hurricanes. That's the end of it. The Chicago Bulls were amazing. But it looks like they said, let's call themselves the Bulls. And then they took the Houston Texans logo and changed it a little bit. And obviously the misnomer of calling the women's team the Bulls.
So I also like the fact that the official NCAA bracket very clearly marks that this is Miami of Florida. But the other Miamis, like Miami of Ohio, are not in the tournament. So I'm not sure why in the world you're making this extra pedantic point. But even if it weren't for the fact that a hurricane would slaughter a bull, we have to take into fact that pedantry is metal. And that's another point for the U.
Where does the South Florida team play? Or where's their campus?
South Florida.
I think they are in...
Are they like Fort Myers, or are they like Fort Lauderdale, or
so Hillsborough County? So they're like Tampa.
I know they have a jail there because they were on that locked up show on the Hillsborough County Jail. It's Western. It's it's the Gulf Coast, but like it's south.
It's South Gulf Coast. Yeah, I guess it's okay. Their main campus is in Tampa. They also have campuses in St. Pete's and Sarasota. So I guess it's not really South Florida as much as it's like middly. It's the bottom half of Florida. But they're more north than Miami, certainly, for example.
So it's not a Broward versus Miami-Dade thing, because that'd be
No,
very
that
easy.
would be amazing.
But we'll throw it to Miami anyway.
All right. I like it. Next, we have the old UNC Tar Heels, University of North Carolina versus the quizzically named Stephen F. Austin Lady Jacks.
Tar Heels.
I mean,
End of discussion.
I just
Lady Jacks. They got a big old man's name in front of them, whose last name is also a man's name.
I mean, and you're making my point for me, but I just can't not root for a women's basketball team that's two male names and then a weird, like, patronizing lady. Like, a Jack is a man too. It's like the Stephen A. Austin Lady Men. That's a perfect sports team name for me.
So you like it because it's confusing.
So you're voting?
I'm voting for. I don't even know who Stephen A. F. Austin is, but I can tell you he's amazing.
You're right. It's pretty transgressive.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm with Matt.
I think it makes no sense, and you two are wrong.
Oh, he's the guy who founded Texas, making him even more important.
Oh, that Austin. Okay.
He's the father of Texas.
I do want to say a lot of our bracket, at least, seems to be fueled by the pedantry of the naming of the teams.
Well, I mean, that's just the way sports work sometimes.
It is.
So wait, Doug, who did you vote for?
He voted with
Jacks.
Lady Jacks. Fuck yes. Take that, number 5 seed North Carolina. See you later. All right, now we have one of our favorites.
All right, is this Wildcats versus Wildcats?
Well, it's certainly at least one Wildcats. Oh, all right. So now we have
fuck this.
the Arizona Wildcats versus the UNLV, University of Nevada, Las Vegas Lady Rebels.
You know, you could just say Rebels, damn it.
Yeah. You know, there are lots of female rebels in history.
It is. It's patronizing. I mean, you're not seeing the rebels. You just to make sure that you're not upset when you bring up your ticket. Come on. I
mean, they're not the wild Arizona Lady Cats.
Right. I was against all the Wildcats, but I'm definitely against Lady Rebels. That's dumb. All right, Arizona.
As much as I like UNLV as a school, because I just like the notion of an institution of higher learning, like in Las Vegas, I think I also have to go with the Wild Lady Cats here. And also they're a better basketball team.
Yeah, I concur.
Just as a preview, Villanova also in the bracket somewhere.
Oh, wait. Are they on the other side? Could we actually get to a Wildcats final in theory?
I think we can only get to another Wildcats Final Four because they're they're the geographic direction of Wichita, which, as we all know, is on the same side of the map as Greensboro. You know, it's not on the Bridgeport or Spokane directions. It's on the Greensboro direction. Just as any child who's had even the simplest introduction to geography knows.
I'm giving Matt the move along sign for those not watching.
All right, so now we have Georgia v. DePaul.
Georgia is the Lady Bulldogs.
Lady Bulldogs.
And DePaul, once again, is the Blue Demons.
Oh, I mean, do we even need to ask?
Nope.
This is just automatic, I think.
You're right. Fucking Blue Demons back in it. So now we have the Iowa State minute. Nope. That's UMass. We'll get to them.
Cyclones.
Iowa State Cyclones versus the Illinois State. Are they the Illinois or whatever? Oh, they're the Redbirds.
No.
The Redbirds.
It's Iowa State and UT Arlington.
Huh? Oh, fuck.
Did you fuck it up?
I fucked it up. I was looking at regular Iowa. Okay, yeah. So it's Iowa State Cyclones and the Pride of Virginia, UT Arlington.
Yep. I don't know.
Mavericks.
I don't know why Virginia put their university in Texas.
Well, because it's a Maverick move.
Right. Well, I hate Arlington, Virginia. So their name is dumb, the Mavericks, and so anyway, Arlington, Virginia sucks. So the University of Texas Arlington Mavericks, I'm gonna vote against. So I'm going Cyclones, and I feel like that's it's a better thing. The Cyclones gonna blow all the Mavericks away anyway. You can Maverick all you want.
Yeah,
you're just gonna get blown away.
Yeah,
by a number 3 seed as well.
I will defer to Doug here.
I'm going to go with the Mavericks. Ooh. I think that's a good name and a good logo.
I do like their horsey logo.
And I think it's good subterfuge to put Arlington's team in Texas.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? I've been won over by Doug here. You know, that's what you're least suspecting. And trickery is an important part of strategy, which is an important part of basketball. So now moving on, we have the University of Colorado Buffaloes, not Bison, but Buffaloes. And it's our buddies at Creighton Blue Jays.
Blue Jays.
Blue Jay.
Yeah, this one, like, it doesn't matter. You know, I'm just gonna.
Should we just ask Dave?
We could just ask Dave.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hold on.
Let's defer to Dave for this round.
All right. So Dave is gonna pick this one since we totally don't care. Dave is a Creighton man. Blue Jays advance.
I was going to say Creighton is a pretty metal name for a town, wherever it is.
Yeah. No, that's true too.
Didn't we look up where it is?
I think we looked up where it is, and we're so. It's in Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha, Nebraska. It's a private Jesuit university. Oh, but look at this! It's a Catholic university, but they didn't choose a bullshit cardinal. So good on Creighton.
It's not like Catholic and like what, you know. It doesn't need to be alliterative.
Yeah. But you know what, Doug? It's even better than that, because if you think about it, a Blue Jay is just a blue cardinal. So that's an extra fuck you. They're just like, oh yeah, well, we'll take all your logos and make them blue, and we're the Blue Jays now.
Also, I was happy how I misread the sentence describing the team as one of the most offensive teams to play in the Big East.
Just go to the game. It's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is going on here?
Bullshit. All right.
Fuck you.
Next is the Iowa Hawkeyes versus Illinois State Redbirds.
Yeah. Which if you look at the logo, is a goddamn cardinal.
It is. However, I'm going to have to go with the Redbirds because we need to set up the Redbird versus Blue Jay Sweet 16 or whatever.
Oh, shit. As tempting as it is, I think I would like to imagine that a Hawkeye is also a part of a colored bird. So no matter what, there's going to be some bird-on-bird action. So I'm going to go with the Hawkeyes here.
Speaking of birds, I saw a bald eagle today.
What?
Like in Maryland. Isn't that crazy? Was it flying around, just hanging out?
Was it like that scene in Addams Family Values?
Yeah, what, like, do you remember when they were, like, endangered and there were only, like, 10 left or whatever?
Oh, yeah. No, they've had a huge rebound.
Now you can just, like, walk outside and, hey, there's a bald eagle. And I was trying to explain to a young person the significance of it. I was like, look, it's on the quarter.
You're like, holy shit. And they're like, it's a
like,
bird.
whatever, it's a bird. It's like, no, you don't
I've
understand.
seen birds.
All right, so anyway. I'm still going Redbirds. Yes, the 15 seed is going to upset the number 2 seed.
Upset the Hawkeyes. Great upset.
No, I'm going to go with the Hawkeyes. I think the name Redbirds is a little insensitive in the current times.
In a way that Blue Jays isn't.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. No. When he's right, he's right.
Well, when he's wrong too. What's your point?
Okay, I guess that's true. So, speaking of Redbirds, let's move on to the you say it better than I do.
Oh, yeah, are you talking about the Cardinals?
Yeah, the Louisville Cardinals.
Cardinals.
And they're playing the Albany.
I'm going to interrupt you because it doesn't matter what the hell the team name is. Albany fucking sucks. Oh my God.
Okay,
have you ever been to Albany? Have you ever been to Albany?
What if I told you they're the Great Danes and their logo / mascot is adorable?
You don't want to do battle against something adorable.
Like their
Maybe it's
logo
reverse
is
psychology.
Their logo's going like it's pretty great.
Well, I'm sorry to have a Cardinal advance in this, but it's going to be Cardinals.
Well, also having this Cardinal win, which I will support, also sets up your future Blue Jay Cardinal matchup.
Good.
All right,
yeah.
Well, sounds like my vote doesn't matter, but I'm going to give it to Albany
Nice.
because of the dog and because of the weird like 8-bit font the school's logo type is in.
Yeah,
well, the dog's ears are at attention.
I also like how they refuse to separate the U and Albany, so it looks like their name is Albany. Albany. I mean, I guess there's really not much going on in Albany whatsoever. All right, so next we have the Nebraska Cornhuskers versus the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Not Lady Bulldogs, just regular old Bulldogs.
So I congratulate Gonzaga on not being dumb like the other Bulldogs. But what would you, is Bulldogs like 4th or 5th on the list of overused team names?
It's up there.
Hey, I mean, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, it's not Wildcat bad. It's not Cardinal bad, but I feel like it's in clear 3rd or 4th place.
Now, a Cornhusker sounds very blue collar manual labor, and this is pretty metal. So I'm going with the Cornhuskers.
Yeah. Why don't you go, Doug?
Well, this is the main thing. A Cornhusker compound word is a
so you're saying this should be a hyphenated?
Well, I'm saying if I search for Cornhusker, what is Cornhusker used for? Topical skin emollients used to prevent or treat dry skin.
Huh. Yeah, that's...
Is the team's name compound or not? Because that's going to make the difference.
It is not.
All right, so one who husks corn, that's pretty metal.
Yeah.
I've
also unfortunately clicked on a link that says, can you use Cornhuskers lotion for lube? I'm not going to read the rest, but it's
what's the answer?
Interesting.
Is it?
Yeah, you can't.
Is it yes with an if or no with a but?
Well, to quote the website, we have used it for lubrication during sex and have found that it works much better than KY jelly or similar products.
I'm looking for an appropriate sound effect to play. Here you go. There you go.
All right. So congratulations to those well-lubricated Cornhuskers. We'll see you in the next round.
All right.
Now we have the Oregon Ducks versus the Belmont. Now they should be called the Belmont Bells because that would be amazing.
That would be a good
just
team.
Another fucking Bruins.
Well, I've made my feelings on Bruins well known, so Oregon Ducks. And, you know, Ducks can be assholes. They can be jerks. And they can be very intimidating, even though they're so small and delicious.
Yeah, I concur with Ducks.
Wait, were you just talking about eating ducks?
Yeah, like pecking duck and...
Okay, all right.
I don't know, seared duck breast. They're delicious. If you can catch one.
All right. I mean, I'm not gonna stand in front of the duck train. So Oregon it is.
Well, I bet your vision of ducks is
Tim's
skewed.
The shore guy. Of course he eats duck.
That's right, hon.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
I bet your vision of ducks is obscured by years of playing Duck Hunt, where the ducks were just cartoonish, but that's not, you know, it's not really what it's like. They're vicious.
I mean, my view of ducks was obscured by years of watching DuckTales. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
I know they're goddamn millionaires, but I'm moving on because we have reached what I believe might be the quintessential dilemma of this tournament.
Oh no, I'm seeing one.
The Buffalo Bulls.
What the fuck?
Versus the Tennessee Lady Volunteers.
Or Lady Vols.
Yeah, Lady Vols. But
Everything
their logo clearly states Lady Volunteers. Another thing that you don't need to qualify.
Yeah, they're volunteers.
Yeah.
I mean, all right,
they're encouraging volunteerism. I don't know.
I mean it's not like I would get it if they called them like the Lady Male Tigers, but just to clarify,
as
like discussed, the Lady Lumberjacks,
as discussed previously, the volunteers were volunteering for the War of 1812.
Oh, yeah,
and then other things.
Yeah, we were very concerned about what they were volunteering about last episode, Doug, but luckily, at least the first time they volunteered, it seems to be okay.
Yeah, so Tennessee Lady Vols has 3 dumb things in their name. Mm-hmm. And those 3 things are Tennessee Lady and Vols. So I'm going with the one that only has 2 dumb things in the name.
Okay,
which
but
would be, oh no, I take it back. Buffalo's not dumb. Buffalo's a blue collar town. So yeah, I'm going with the Bulls, even though it's the Bulls. All right.
As much as the phrase Tennessee Lady Vols feels bitter in my mouth, I hate the fact that this is yet another Buffalo team that's forgetting the key principle of if you want to be the Buffaloes, just be the Buffaloes. Number 2, they're doing a weird pun on a more successful Buffalo franchise, like the Buffalo Bulls. So I got to give it to the TLVs here.
All right, can the term bull be used to describe a buffalo?
I believe a bull. I believe a male buffalo is a bull, but the problem is that the image is clearly a cow bull, not a regular bull.
Yeah, I can't vote for it's Tennessee.
Oh my God. The fucking goddamn
wrong.
The goddamn name of the bull is Victor E. Bull.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
You.
Shut the
fuck you, University of Buffalo.
Oh, all right, moving on.
I'll see you in hell.
All right,
Doesn't even matter what those ladies did after the War of 1812.
Yeah.
Not now. The next round.
All right, what's next?
So next we have good old Brigham Young, known for his opinion about ladies, and
the Villanova Wildcats.
Villanova Wildcats.
All right, well, for all the reasons I liked the Wildcats before, I have to go with the Brigham Young Cougars because you know they're all loving that name.
Yeah.
Like, we're Cougars now and we'll be Cougars in 20 years, you know? So, yeah, obviously BYU.
I'm puzzled why BYU's logo is just the letter Y.
For Young.
But I don't think of, I mean, I guess, but that's a weird choice. That's a really weird choice. It should be like a honeybee hive or something. I gotta go Wildcats. You know, there's a Wildcat needs to be in the Final Four, at least just because of odds. So for me, it's Wildcats here.
Matt's pondering took up all my time, so without explanation, I go with the Cougars.
Yes.
Oh,
Correct answer.
All right, next we have the Michigan Wolverines. Please don't be called the Lady Wolverines. Please don't be called.
No, they are not.
Oh, regular Wolverines versus the American University Eagles.
Yeah. Another upset is going to be the Eagles. Whoa. They, Eagles are way more metal than Wolverines. And as I said in the previous episode, Wolverines their metalness doesn't live up to their name.
Mm-hmm. And even though they're the 14th seed here, just a few short years ago, they were in the final. Also, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but some people call me the DCBoy. And American University is in Washington D.C., so that's another point for the Eagles there.
Tim, you got to make sure Matt is credited as that in the description for this episode.
Right. Tim, Doug, and the DC boy.
DC boy.
I like it.
Are you going with the Eagles too?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That is again the correct answer.
Okay, now we get some teams we haven't reached yet.
Quick disclaimer. I mean, the listener may be affected by the opinions of the listener may be affected by the sounds I am playing, but the sounds that are being played are purely under my control. So when I say something's wrong, our flawless system has determined that might not be the case. I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to prevent people from thinking that somehow
the system is incorrect.
Right. No.
It's just because I'm the one with the soundboard. See?
I mean,
we'll do it live. Fuck it.
That's a great point.
All right, moving on.
All right, so now we have a set of uncomfortable teams.
Yep.
We have the Ole Miss Rebels, and I think we know what Rebels they're talking about, but at least they're not the Lady Rebels. So
or is it like the Miss Rebels?
Yeah, no, I think incredibly they are just the regular old Rebels. Let's not delve too deep into what they're rebelling against. And they are up against the South Dakota. Well, I believe in South Dakota they call them coyotes, but coyotes. Yep.
Yeah, I'm going with coyotes. The logo is like a coyote paw, and I feel like it's trying to give me a high five, which is the sense of brother and sisterhood that
Okay.
unites us, whereas the rebels, they don't want anything to do with you. They're
Well, it
rebelling
depends on-
against you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going with Coyotes.
All right. So we have some interesting things here. So we have the Baylor Bears. And we have the University of Hawaii. Now, the men's team is called the Warriors, but the women's team is called they're the Rainbow Warriors, but the women's team is, and I believe this is the Rainbow Wahine, which means like strong women. So it's a Hawaiian word. Yeah. So that's cool.
Wait, who are they playing? Baylor Bears? Fuck the Baylor Bears. Hawaii.
Yeah.
Done and done.
A female in distinction from a male. Word for women. It's like a guy. Yeah, so they're using their like traditional indigenous language. That's cool.
Their logo is a pointy H.
Yeah. That's that. What's
it's got like 10 points on it.
Despite the fact that their name includes the word rainbow, it's monochromatic.
Right.
That's transgressive.
All right, let's
keep going. All right.
It's Hawaii.
All right, now we're gonna move to the direction of what is the Wichita, Spokane, the cardinal direction of Spokane. We have Doug's favorite of all academic institutions, Stanford, versus Montana State.
All right, as much as I want to be down on Stanford for having a tree and an S in their logo, Montana State's team is the Bobcats, and it looks like they just kind of did a search for clip art. So I'm going for Stanford.
I also believe that Stanford is a single cardinal, so I don't think they're the Cardinals as much as they're the Cardinal, which is interesting.
Oh yeah, it's cardinal.
So it might be like the cardinal direction. It appears to be plastering over a Native American mascot at some point.
It refers to the vivid
that.
red color, not the common songbird.
Yeah, not the bird. And their mascot's a fucking tree. So yeah, I'm all in for Stanford too.
I am going to overlook the whole red thing and go with Stanford.
So now we have the Kansas Jayhawks versus the Georgia Tech.
Sorry,
Virginia Tech's later. The Georgia Tech Stingy Bees.
Or what the Kansas Jayhawk logo looks like rejected concept art for a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Yeah, it looks like a belligerent like bird. Like this Jayhawk bird definitely says like put him up, you piece of shit.
Why I oughta. Yeah, I'm going with Georgia Tech Stingy Bees.
Who you picking, Doug?
Oh, it looks like they did the Georgia Tech logo is terrible. Why don't we go with them anyway?
All right. I mean, I like the Stingy Bees. And for the and I believe that bees are inherently female. So that's like a good touch too. Like most bees you see flying around at least. All right, now, excuse me. Now we have the Virginia Tech Hokies.
Which is not a sandwich, as we learned before.
Yeah, it's not a sandwich. It's whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. And Tim's favorite institution of higher learning, Florida Gulf Coast University.
No, this clearly says "fuck you," FGCU, fuck
I
you.
have to throw my vote to them immediately.
Me
I
too.
can't really argue against that name.
I also believe that they're further south than the University of South Florida. Because I think they are in Naples.
Yeah.
All right, now here's a little known team, the University of Marysland versus Delaware.
All right, well, clearly it's having been to both Maryland and Delaware, if you can believe such a thing. Delaware is just in the way of the beach, so they're just in the way. They're just they're a slight inconvenience on Maryland's journey to face off with fuck you.
I mean, we have to listen to a big speech now from Doug about working class solidarity and why Delaware is better than Maryland. So
I just can't support the University of Maryland College Park.
Oh.
What if I were to hit you with some facts? All right. Delaware's team is the Blue Hens. Delaware, one of Delaware's biggest industries is killing chickens. All right. One of Maryland's biggest industries is killing chickens. Now, the Maryland Terrapins, you might be going, what's a terrapin?
Right.
Well, a terrapin is a specific type of turtle. Diamondback terrapins is the only species in its genus and belongs to the Amididae family, which includes 50 species in 10 genera. And there are 7 subspecies of the diamondback terrapin: Northern Carolina, Texas, ornate, Mississippi, mangrove, and eastern Florida. And you know what?
Wow.
The best one is in Maryland.
Wow. Also, we determined, or we talked about last time, how the terrapin itself was discovered to be a female terrapin.
And female diamondback terrapins are actually larger than the male diamondback terrapins. Females are 19 centimeters around in length across their carapace, whereas the males are smaller at 13 centimeters. And that's why the women's team is actually in the NCAA March Madness, whereas the men's team is not.
All right, that's right. The turtle big female pissed a lot of people off. So I was remembering all the stupid hijinks when Hopkins stole the turtle, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? But Tim's persuaded me it's the terrapins.
You know, even though my vote is moot now, I'm going to give it to Metal Dave. Oh, and it's the Maryland state flag, so I guess Maryland it is. Fuck you, Delaware. All right.
Dead air.
So now we have the Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Missouri State Lady Bears.
I'm going Ohio State Buckeyes. So.
It hurts, but yes, it's the Buckeyes.
Yeah, especially since we just totally split the deck for Maryland. We may as well put the
I don't know what
Ohio
you're talking
State
about.
University in there. All right. Oh. Now we have LSU. LSU, what you got for me? And you?
Tigers.
Tigers versus the Jackson State
Lady Tigers.
Whoa!
Seriously.
Holy shit. Okay.
LSU, no discussion.
I mean, I would like to ask, who would win in a fight between a tiger and a lady tiger?
Well, it depends. It depends on circumstances, but all other things being equal, I bet a lady tiger would win. However, I'm still going for LSU.
And by the way, if your initial response was, couldn't that tiger also have been a lady tiger? You got to check your assumptions, bro.
I don't know. The Jackson State logo is so terrible.
It is. It's like it's like part of a greeting card you wouldn't buy.
It's like an old word processor. Like, look, we can print different size fonts and lines on the same page.
Print shop in 1991.
Yeah. It's like you can make all your welcome home banners at home and save tens of dollars.
All right, I'll give it to the LSU.
Me too. All right, now we have the Utah
Utes,
and the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Razorbacks for reasons I explained in the other episode. They managed to make a pig metal as fuck.
They did.
Yeah, Razorbacks.
Now we have the Texas Longhorns.
Oh yeah.
And the Fairfield Stags.
Stags?
Stags. Now again, even though we're generally against the lady edition, I feel like I would appreciate this team a lot more if they were the Fairfield Lady Stags.
It's Texas. It's got to be Texas, just based on the horns.
That's pretty.
Can't only male cow bulls grow horns though?
That's a good question. Can cows grow horns?
I'm going to go with the Stags just because of the transgressive nature of the name, given stag events are for men only.
Female cows do have horns, so they could. I mean, I don't think they're that long.
Okay, well, I stand corrected.
This is hard. This is very hard because I agree with both of your points. There's the great transgression there, but in the last episode we talked about how Texas has given us politicians and other people making the metal horns, and that we can use for various memes. So I'm gonna have to give it to Texas here. All right, now we only have one direction left, and that's the direction of Bridgeport. And we start off with North Carolina State versus our buddies at Mount St. Mary's in Emmitsburg.
The North Carolina State is the Wolf Pack. Oh, someone opened the NCAA thing, I think.
Yeah.
And this appears to be from the same rejected Hanna-Barbera concept sketches.
Yeah, it sure does.
So I'm sticking with Mountaineers. They're gonna upset North Carolina State in the first seed.
Wow. I mean, that's impressive. I don't think they will. I think unfortunately for our buddies on the mountain, it's gonna be.
You know what you find on the mountain? Packs of wolves.
No. Yeah. A whole pack of them.
Right. So perhaps I'm second guessing myself. So I'm gonna wait to see what Doug says before I decide if I'm going to rebel against him.
I wish they were the lady wolf pack.
Yeah, I mean, talk about rebelling. Just 30 women from the middle of nowhere in the South holding off those elitist North Carolinians. That's what I see happening.
So that's a Mount St. Mary's vote?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, another crazy upset and another unpredictable tournament. Now we have Washington State, Kansas State.
Boo! They ruined it. It's another Cougars. It was great when there was only one Cougars.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, and in Kansas State, it's the Wildcats. Oh, you suck.
Wildcats.
And it kind of looks like the Thundercats logo. So I'm going Washington State Cougars, but less enthusiastically than Brigham Young. And it's just, it's the luck of the draw. We saw the Brigham Young one first.
I mean, I do like the Thundercats, though, so I'm going to have to go with the Wildcats, Kansas State Wildcats for this, because I'm a big mark for the old Thundercats.
I'll go with the Cougars.
All right. Now another interesting matchup here. So we have the Notre Dame Fighting Irish versus the Massachusetts Minutemen.
Minute Women. It's Minute Women. All right. Here's where I think Massachusetts got it right. Because it would be weird to call them the Minutemen. It'd be even weirder to call them the Lady Minutemen.
Lady Minutemen.
I mean,
so they went with Minute Women, which I think is fantastic. I like that. Then again, what's more metal than being a drunk Irishman and fighting?
That's true. They're both pretty metal.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Massachusetts just by a little bit, just because I think I like their name a lot.
But you know what? I like the fact that Notre Dame is, a lot of people view drunkenness and belligerency as a male stereotype. So I like the bravery of saying that women can be belligerent drunks as well.
Oh,
that's why I'm picking.
That is a good.
That's why I'm picking Notre Dame here.
They're also a higher seed.
Shut up.
The Minute Women, it's just tugging at my patriotic heart.
Wow. It could have been called the Lady Rebels so easily, and yet they weren't.
It would have been okay.
Because
we knew what obvious what they'd be rebelling against.
All right. So now we have an incredible mascot name, the Oklahoma Sooners versus the Ooey Pooey.
What even is that?
Pooey Jaguars.
IUPUI.
Yeah, that's the Illinois University something.
Indiana University.
Indiana University Pooey.
Purdue. Oh God, it's Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis. What?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're the Jaguars, and it looks like they just took the Jacksonville Jaguars logo. And
fucking does.
It looks like they showed up to the photo session and took a picture at a different angle. And it was like, done. So, Oklahoma.
Can you Photoshop that?
Yeah, the Jaguar was never in Indiana.
That's a good point.
That's a great point. That's a great point. All right, I will say sooner is better than later. Oklahoma wins. All right.
All right. Kentucky, is that UC?
That is UC. Kentucky, Princeton. Not as bad as Yale.
Wildcats versus Princeton Tigers.
Princeton Tigers.
Cats, generic cats versus specific cats. I'm going Princeton.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Princeton.
It's Princeton, though.
Well, the tiger is not, since it's not native to North America or the Americas at all. Therefore, it's okay that they use that.
Because it's not okay. So if you use a non-indigenous, and I'm sure I'm sure many Princeton people have gone on many expeditions and stolen tigers and brought them back to New Jersey. So Princeton it is. Indiana, Charlotte.
All right, Charlotte is the 49ers.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Despite the fact that they're in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Well, you know,
and their logo is a C, but in the negative space there's a pickaxe. So famously the San Francisco 49ers were named after the gold rush when everyone came to strike it rich. So were the 49ers, was there a gold rush in Charlotte?
No, I just put in Charlotte 49ers. I'm explaining that I didn't get my English wrong, but apparently a lot of people ask, why is Charlotte called 49ers? And it's a nickname because the university's predecessor was saved from being shut down by the state in 1949 by Bonnie Cone. So it's the 49ers.
But why is there a pickaxe?
That's a great question. Oh, wait, hold on. Due to this 49ers spirit that Cone felt embodied the university, referring to the settlers that endured much hardships and traveling across the U.S. to seek fortune in the gold rush, students of the fledgling UNC Charlotte chose 49ers as the mascot.
Hey, you know what really inspired us? Something that happened 3,000 miles away.
The fact that the university's main campus front entrance is located on North Carolina Highway 49 is purely coincidental.
No, I still don't buy it. They got their branding wrong.
I don't know.
49ers
the current and former logos are both fantastic.
Uh-huh.
The logo type is actually fantastic too.
Yep. And I just love the fact that it's an obscure reference that's then just changed to the most mainstream interpretation.
Yeah, it's just totally retconned. And I hate it. I hate everything about it. Now, that being said, I need to remind you that they're against the Hoosiers, and what the fuck is a Hoosier?
You know what? I know what a 49er fucking is.
Right. I'm going Charlotte, but I hate myself for it.
That's a goddamn clean sweep for Charlotte. And another crazy upset. All right. So now, next we have University of Central Florida.
Not to be confused with the University of
Not to be confused with Southern. Versus the University of Florida, Gators.
All right, it's Knights versus Gators.
Knights.
Knights. It's more
Gators.
Metal. It's a more metal everything.
You guys are so wrong.
Also, the Knights are seated higher. Fuck yeah! It's time for Yukon.
Yeah. Okay.
Next is Yukon.
All right, now I'm gonna actually put in a nice plug here for Mercer University, which is in Macon, Georgia.
Oh, you mean one of the 600 teams named the Bears? Who gives a fuck?
I mean, it's a really nice campus. It's lovely. I had a Crystal Burger when I visited Mercer.
Hey, you know where you can
University?
You know where else you can get a Crystal Burger?
Where's that?
13 other states.
Okay.
You don't need to be at Mercer. I voted for Yukon before. I'm going to vote for Yukon again.
Yeah, it's Yukon.
All right. I guess there's no Mercer rule in this competition. All right. So now we have our second round matchup set.
All right,
we can proceed.
We're like way over an hour. Are we actually doing 4 episodes this week, or are we going to lightning round it?
I feel like we got to do 4 episodes this week.
All right, until next time, we're going to wrap up the women's March Madness bracket of steel here on Podcast Them Down. Any closing words? Didn't think so. Until tomorrow, keep it metal.
See, I'm doing the Texas thing.
It's off camera.
Oh, fuck.
There you go.